Alright, g'day Australia. Last video before I finish up with the company. Seeing I've had quite a few questions over the last 2 or 3 times that I've sent out emails advising you which catalogues are safe to download and which catalogues are not safe to download, I thought I would do a quick little video to help explain the difference between everything. The main questions I've been getting are what's AU1, what's AU2, I can't find a product, are you sure it's there? Yes, if I've said it's okay to download, I'm sure it's there. AU1 and AU2, they are the way we separate the continent. Eastern Seaboard, Brisbane, or Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, AU1 or Australia 1. Western Australia, South Australia generally have some items that they have to order through, say, Four Seasons, or what Harvest do is they charge Western Australia a cheaper rate for their garments because they have to charge them more in freight. So to try and keep the costs the same for the entire country, they get a different price than us over here in the east. So that's why we've got two sections for pricing, because it's the same products but different prices. So you should know if you are Australia 1 or Australia 2, but that should now hopefully clear it up for you. If you're on the east, you're Australia 1. If you're in the middle or on the west, some things may be Australia 2, some things will be Australia 1. We will be hopefully very clear on that in future emails as well. Can't vouch for that because I won't be sending them, but the next thing is people say they can't find things. If they're, as I said, if I've checked it, downloaded it, it's definitely in the system. It's a worldwide system. The main one that people have been saying they can't find is Gazelle. Now, if I've got it in my computer here and it says Matches online version, anybody around the world can download that catalogue. So what I'll do is I'll kill two birds in one stone, because the other thing is people, some stores don't know how to delete old or double up catalogues from their EMeBoss. This is how you do it. You select the line, you go to delete, and you delete. It's pretty simple, but quite often it says catalogue unavailable, so we were all taught to check this checkbox, which you can't do unless it says Matches online version. That's the only time you can check the checkbox. So that was the way we were taught to download or delete things. Check it, delete it. But obviously you can only do that if it's matching the online version, so it's a bit pointless. So you just highlight the line, then delete. Now, all you have to do is come up to download new catalogues. Gazelle should be in Australia 1, so just double check that you've got the right section selected. Here it is, Gazelle. Check the box, download. Okay. Now if you just have a quick look in here, everybody across the country should have items in there to be downloaded sections. Mainly because these are wrong, so you don't want them in your system. Some of them are outdated, some of them are just wrong, so you don't want them sitting in this section, which is everything that you can search for. The other bit is these catalogues in this section here that doesn't have any status next to it. These are catalogues that you've loaded yourself inside the store. They will never be updated, they will never be overwritten. So you've got to be really careful with what you put here, because you could find something 5 years out of date in that section. So I would probably go and delete them all if I were you, and just try and work off these ones down here and add to an existing catalogue. If you're not going to do that, just be really careful. Pay attention and actually go in and update them yourself every year if that's what you're going to do. So if I scroll down here and find Gazelle again, okay, so Gazelle is in my system. In your system, it might not say 2013, it might say 2012, because that is what it actually should say. So that's the next point. Don't pay a whole lot of attention to these years down here. They're not accurate. this catalogue was done in 2012. It was updated in November of 2012. We were told the prices are still correct, so that's still the same catalogue we're using. So this shouldn't say 2013. Next point, you should never have two of the same items like we have here for Harvest AU1 and AU2, because you are either Australia 1 or Australia 2. You never need two of the same. All that's going to do is create confusion when you try and sell a garment. I've been in a few stores that in South Australia, etc., that bit of confusion, so they just downloaded both. If you're not sure, download the AU2 version because it's normally more expensive, so you'll make more money. You want to be overcharging rather than undercharging, as a rule of thumb. Always go the more expensive version. Harvest is your one exception because they are actually cheaper for AU2. Okay, hopefully that helps. The only other thing I can think of is when something is the same price for the entire country, we do try and say Central. So Gear for Life Central, Be Seen Central, Bisley Central. Otherwise it will have an AU1 or an AU2 section for it. And Gazelle is separate to Bisley. Gazelle is the corporate suiting, nice shirts. Bisley is the workwear section. Bisley is not correct. The prices are outdated. Bisley have not supplied enough information for us to update the prices. So good luck with it. Hopefully that clears up all the questions you had. And enjoy.